In Job chapter 40, God's discourse with Job reaches a climactic moment as he presents Job with a challenge to consider his power and authority. God begins by asking Job a series of rhetorical questions that highlight his supremacy over all creation. He draws Job's attention to the majestic behemoth, a creature that symbolizes God's sovereignty and power over the natural world. God's description of behemoth emphasizes its strength and majesty, contrasting it with the limitations of human beings. He challenges Job to consider his own insignificance in comparison to the might of this creature, highlighting the futility of questioning God's wisdom and justice. Through his words, God asserts his sovereignty and power, inviting Job to humble himself before him. God's speech in chapter 40 serves as a powerful reminder of his authority and majesty, emphasizing his role as the creator and sustainer of all life. He invites Job to consider the wonders of his creation and to recognize his sovereignty over all creatures, including behemoth. Through his challenge to Job, God asserts his divine authority and invites him to trust in his wisdom and providence. God's discourse with Job in chapter 40 serves as a humbling reminder of humanity's place within the larger context of creation. He emphasizes the limitations of human understanding and the need for humility and reverence in the face of his greatness. Through his words, God invites Job to acknowledge his sovereignty and to submit to his will, even in the midst of suffering and uncertainty. Let's now read Job chapter 40. Moreover the Lord answered Job, and said, Shall he that contendeth with the Almighty instruct him? He that reproveth God, let him answer it. Then Job answered the Lord, and said, Behold, I am vile, what shall I answer thee? I will lay mine hand upon my mouth. Once have I spoken, but I will not answer, yea, twice, but I will proceed no further. Then answered the Lord unto Job out of the whirlwind, and said, Gird up thy loins now like a man, I will demand of thee, and declare thou unto me. Wilt thou also disannul my judgment? Wilt thou condemn me, that thou mayest be righteous? Hast thou an arm like God? Or canst thou thunder with a voice like him? Deck thyself now with majesty and excellency, and array thyself with glory and beauty. Cast abroad the rage of thy wrath, and behold every one that is proud, and abase him. Look on every one that is proud, and bring him low, and tread down the wicked in their place. Hide them in the dust together, and bind their faces in secret. Then will I also confess unto thee that thine own right hand can save thee. Behold now Behemoth, which I made with thee, he eateth grass as an ox. Lo now, his strength is in his loins, and his force is in the navel of his belly. He moveth his tail like a cedar, the sinews of his stones are wrapped together. His bones are as strong pieces of brass, his bones are like bars of iron. He is the chief of the ways of God, he that made him can make his sword to approach unto him. Surely the mountains bring him forth food, where all the beasts of the field play. He lieth under the shady trees, in the covert of the reed, and fens. The shady trees cover him with their shadow, the willows of the brook compass him about. Behold, he drinketh up a river, and hasteth not, he trusteth that he can draw up Jordan into his mouth. He taketh it with his eyes, his nose pierceth through snares. This ends our reading of Job chapter 40.